This conference will now be recorded.
So quickly we'll revise what we discussed yesterday and we'll try to understand what exactly we learned in this previous session, and then we'll try to understand the today's session. Anyone quickly give what we learned yesterday in 1 minute or 2 minutes quickly? So what is the topics we learned yesterday and what knowledge you gained, and then we'll move to today's session. Quickly, who is going to tell? Anyone can take initiative and you can talk. It's not an issue. Jeevan, what about you? You want to share? Nobody remember what we learned yesterday? So anyone? Mukunda, Sagar, Sai, Srikanth, Chaitanya. There are a lot of people here. Just I'm trying to understand from anyone what we learned yesterday exactly. Manindra, Subhash, Dilip, Girvani, Guruteja. You're able to hear me, right? Are you guys getting my voice?
Hello.
So I would like to understand if you guys are clear, then only you can able to understand this session. Generally, I don't like to move to the next session.
Sir,
You guys are not clear. That is very
yesterday we
please.
discussed about the insert some and also we can get the some queries about the finding the highest salary, top 5 highest salaries, lowest salaries, and duplicate records in a table, maximum salary in the every department. Some queries we are discussing yesterday, and also you have given the some assignment also.
Yeah, that's good, Maninder. Thank you for it.
Yeah.
That's it, right? Just we try to understand new scenarios, how to think in SQL. So we already discussed like we are going to add number of questions on our own. So what kind of questions someone may ask and how to answer those questions. That is what we are practicing, and we try to make our list ready so that we are going to learn step by step. And we, as of now, we are clear about how to create what is the purpose of using create table, create command, and what is the purpose of inserting the data, or what is the purpose of using insert, and what is the purpose of alter, and what is the purpose of update, and what is the purpose of select. So all these options we have some idea, right? So now, yes or no? So feel free to communicate in chat window. Any confusion, please let me know. I don't want you guys to learn forcefully. You guys need to learn with interest, and how you're watching movie in the same way you have to learn this skill. So don't think like this is not related, this is something different. The way how you're showing interest to watch some movie, the same way you have to show interest to learn things, so that it's easy for you to understand, easy for you to gain the knowledge. That is very, very important point. So just I don't like personally people sitting and listening in one direction. I'm always expecting output from everyone who are attending sessions, so that it will be helpful for you. So this knowledge is going to help you lifelong. It will be there after 10 years, you realize, yeah, at that particular time I got this knowledge. So that is the way you are going to interest to learn things. So now you can get more seriousness of understanding things. Okay, just be more interactive. I'm happy to interact. I'm happy to discuss. I'm happy to clear all your doubts. So fundamentals are very, very important. So going forward, step by step, I'm discussing. I'm going to depth in step by step. So you should not get panic like, oh my God, I'm not able to understand. I don't know. So I don't want those kind of things going forward. So that's the reason, be clarity what you are learning. So be confident about what you are learning. If someone asks you, you are in a position to talk at least 5 minutes about what you are learning. That is the confidence I'm expecting from anyone who are attending this session. Okay, let's move on. So we are having, like, I gave some set of tables, like how to create the table with the, so what is the first question? So now I have 5 questions in the list. So, and also all these 5 questions, hope everybody answered these questions, and some people I know they don't have answers. Don't worry about it. Even you don't know, at least we should know the requirement. So why we are learning, what we are learning, what someone expecting through this question. So understanding question is very, very important point. So what is the expectation here? So that is what we are understanding first. Later, whether we are getting answer or not, that is a different story. First, what they are expecting exactly. Understanding requirement is very, very important. In any company, any organization, you are trying to understand the requirement. That is very important. Okay. So everything is, I already created the, so we have answers for this. So I already uploaded all the options. Whoever registered in our website, they can see all the information here. So here we have, this is a page. Let me close this. So here we have, everybody aware of this, right? So cloudhill.in. Hope everyone register here. So here we are learning what course? We are learning course as a, just close it if you get any. So this is the SQL course. Just click on it and you just see the content. So here we can select it. So here we are going to upload day-wise whatever assignments I am giving, all that information available for everyone lifelong, so that we can access. If anything missing, we can get that information here. So in this day-wise, I am going to upload all the information, like what we are learning, what is the solutions and everything, it is going to place here. So now I just uploaded few information here. This is all the information you are going to create the tables. Like if you want to get the syntaxes, you may lose your understanding the writing some, creating the tables. Again, you want to create, you want to get the test, all the information I placed here, you can access directly from here. So you just go and register so that you can get access directly here. So it will be available lifelong. So like that, I'm going to upload all the information what we are learning. It is going to available day-wise. So day-wise, all the content, whatever content you are going to use, what we are discussing, everything I'm going to paste here. And at the same time, we have assignment. So today I gave some assignment, right? So these are all the set of questions I gave as an assignment. Like we have, so first question is not an assignment, just it's a mistake. We'll remove this. So here we have creating the table, creating employee table with duplicate employee name from the existing employee table, and all the questions, whatever questions we are discussing. So you will get everything here. So we don't need to worry you lost something, where I can get that information. We don't need to ask anyone. This information you can access lifelong. It's not an issue. So at the same time, so here we are going to get the resource solution for that question, each and every question, like whatever answers we are going to solve, all those answers also available here. So just you need to understand these statements, and we need to copy this statement. We can execute this statement in your compiler, in your account, so that we can see the how it is going to work. So we are not here to blindly copy pasting and getting the solution. We are here to what we are doing, why we are doing. That is very, very important. It's not like simply you are attending course and you are blindly you are learning something, you are passing time. It's not just we are going to understand the seriously how we are going to use all the commands, how this commands is going to helpful, and what purpose we are using each and every command. All those things we need to get clarity. So everything we are going to, I'm going to explain. We are going to discuss in detail. I will help you how to answer these questions. Okay, and also here we have resources, all the recording sessions, whatever we are going to record daily session, that links we can get it here, so that you can access directly from here, or else you can get the information. So anyway, we are all having the drive access, so we can get the drive. We can, whoever have not having drive access. So this is the SQL sessions drive access. So here we have daily recordings, it's uploaded, and also we have all the information like what are all the documents also I placed it today, so that we can get all the documents information here. So this information is available for you to lifetime and we can access anytime. So we no need to worry about, so if I lost something, how to get that information. Everything is placed on the cloud. So we are using cloud services most effectively. We are not installing anything on your machine. This is all the cloud. We are using Google Drive as a cloud, so we can access, everyone can have access to use it. And also like how we are using Gmail or whatever accounts every lifetime anywhere. So in the same way, we can access all the information from anywhere. So we don't need to worry about it. And also all this information is placed in the our website, so that it will be available lifetime. So here, whoever having access, whoever don't have access, please feel free to discuss with our team, so that they will help you to provide access for all this information, like whatever whether we are having access or not. We already provided access to all the users whoever already subscribed. So if anyone missing accessing these recordings, and so that all this information is going to be available, so just feel free to discuss our team members, utilize all the resources, and try yourself best to understand and make yourself best, so that it's easy for you to understand all these things. Okay, so anyone don't have access, please share your mail ID in the chat window. I will provide access right away. I will give access right away. Whoever don't have access to this particular folder, this particular session. So just feel free to share. So tomorrow we don't have class, so that by tomorrow you'll just brush up all your knowledge, whatever information so far we are trying to understand. Now I got one mail. Let me give access right away. Which folder? So here we have, where is that folder? Not that one.
Sir,
SQL training.
I will add, sir. You continue the class. I will take care of it.
Yeah, please take care of whatever ID is missing, right? Please add all the IDs
Sure.
from the chat window. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So here, yeah. So that is clear about all the content, all the information what we are having. So now go back to our learning. So here, so let me open the document. What are the, how we are going to start, which document we can use it for your, already whatever document I uploaded. So I'm just opening that document. You can start your syntaxes, everything from the document. So any gaps you are finding, try to understand all those gaps by tomorrow, so that Monday you guys are more confident about what are all the activities we did so far. So here we have document like Oracle fundamental. This is the document is going to help whoever new to SQL, whoever wanted to explore all the commands from the scratch. So all that information is going to place here, like how we are going to create the data, how we are going to insert the data, and how we are going to do all the commands step by step. They provided all the examples here. So this is the document. So it's already available in the drive. So everybody having access to use this. So everybody able to see this document, and we can access the commands like how we are going to create the tables. So how to use the alter, drop, truncate. So far we don't know what is drop and what is truncate, and we know what is the purpose of using create command and what is the purpose of insert command and what is the purpose of update command and what is the purpose of alter command, and all other options like delete, drop, truncate. Those are all the things. So far just we got some high level idea. So far we don't know anything about it. So, and select is also, we know it is going to retrieve the data, it is going to display the data. So select is used to display the data and create, alter, insert, update. These are all the 5 commands we use so far in our learning. So everybody should aware of what is the purpose of each and every command, why we are going to use that command. So is it clear, right? So every command having their own meaning. It's not like there is no confusion at all. If someone asks you what is the purpose of alter command, yeah, alter command is used to alter the changes in the metadata. If you want to add new column, if you want to change the data type of the column, or if you want to do some changes, remove the column from the table, all those things we are going to use with the help of alter. So in the same way, we have syntaxes and everything they mentioned clearly here, like how we are going to create the table. So this table we already created. Like here we have simple table. If you want to create any other table, like create table, table name, and the column name is number. So this is the data type. Number is the data type. Varchar is the data type is used to store the character values. Numbers is used to store the integer values. So like that, we have very few data types. Don't think too much about data type, just follow. For integers, we are going to use int or number, and characters we are going to use char or varchar. Once you get the confidence, once you understand the flow, then we can understand more about what is this data type. So how many different data types are there, so that we'll get some idea. So until that, we have to just simply blindly follow. These are the data type used to store the column information, whether it is a integer value. So what is the meaning of integer value? What is the examples of integer values? Like, so phone number or employee number or salary. These are all the numbers, right? Numbers is nothing but the integer values. And phone numbers and characters. What is the character value? Like name, address, and college name, and also district name, country name. So these are all the names. Those are all the names we are going to store in the character values. So that's how we can understand. In the same way, we are going to insert data. Now we are already created some tables to insert the data. How we are going to insert the data? This is the commands we are going to insert into student, values of student ID, so name and some values. So this syntaxes we already know. So forget about address method. Don't think too much about address method. Just ignore that for now. So we know how to create the table and you know how to insert the data. So forget about this second method using address as a method. No need to worry about it. So it's not required to understand now. Just keep it away. So here we have different methods, but you should know how to create and how to insert. Any one method is fine. We no need to worry about multiple methods. Just we'll try to understand one method. Later, once we get the confidence, at that time we'll think about alternative options. Okay. So now we have insert as well as now this is selecting the data. This one also we know. So how to select the data? So we want to select the data from the table. At that time, we are going to use the option called selecting the column names. This is the command. It is going to use the selecting the data. Select star from table. So what is the meaning of star? So why we are using star? Star means whenever, so that we'll try to understand. So that is a question. Anyone have idea what is the meaning of star? Why we are going to use star here?
Selecting all rows.
Columns.
Sorry?
Columns.
So if you want to, even without knowing this, you are selecting the star here. So this is a command we are using to select the data, right? So we inserted the data.
All the data in the table.
Select star from data. So now it is, see this error. We need to select here, like what is the, where we created the table. So here we need to select this data, whatever database we are using. That is what we need to do. Don't worry. Yeah. So we have, this is the data. Now we are trying to display the data like, so how many, what is the meaning of row and what is the meaning of column? Is it clear so far? What is row and what is column? Row means the data which is representing in the horizontal form. This is the horizontal way. This is the vertical way. So vertical representation is nothing but the number of columns. So all the columns is in the listed in the vertically. So employee number is the column, employee name is the column, job is the column, and row. Row means horizontally. So horizontally means you can see. So in this table, how many rows and how many columns are there? Can anyone tell quickly? In this table, how many rows and how many columns are there?
16 rows and 9 columns, I guess, sir.
Okay, is it correct?
15 now. 15.
8 to 14. 8 columns.
So
Eight
eight
columns,
columns.
14 rows. 14 rows.
Sorry. 15.
So we have 14 rows. So total 15 rows, not 14 rows. So how you are telling 14? In my table, what I'm showing. So total how many rows? 15 rows. How many columns? 8 columns or 9 columns? Employee number, name, job.
8.
Manager. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 columns. So now we are clear about what is row and what is column. If you want to display all the columns information, so if you want to display all the employee information, at that time we are going to use the star. Star means, so what is the purpose of select command? It is going to display all the information, what information you want to display. So it is going to display, it is going to, whatever information you stored in the database, that information customer wanted to see. So select command is not going to do any changes in your database. It is going to show the data to the customers. So what information it is they wanted to show? So they wanted to show as all the information or some information. So just they wanted to see only few columns information. Select employee number, comma, e-name, comma, salary. So customer wanted to see only some information. You don't want to see all the information. What information customer wanted to see? So customer wanted to see the employee number and employee name, salary information only. These 3 column information wanted to see. At that time, you are going to specify the respective columns in the select statement. Okay, or else if you want to see the default all the columns information, at that time instead of passing the each and every column name, you can just select the star. Select employee number, employee name, salary from table. Now just execute. How to execute this statement? We can just copy this, or else we can just enter the control enter on that particular row. So now what information it is showing? So what kind of information it is showing? It is showing like whatever information it is you want to see, that information only it is showing here. If you want to show only one column, just you can see only one column. If you want to show 2 columns, just you can see only 2 columns information. So that is the need of displaying data in from the table. This is clear, right? It is going to display the data only 3 columns information. So is it clear? That is the need of select statement. Okay, now so here this is clear about all these statements. Now we'll try to understand. So we'll come back to these questions. We'll try to discuss some important topic today, and we'll try to solve all these questions. Okay, before ending of our class, we'll try to solve all these questions. So in between, I will cover to answer one by one question. So, but everybody should get clarity on the what is this question and why we are going to this question. Now, today we are going to discuss one of the very important command that is called where clause. So, where clause. So, as of now, select we know, insert we know, update we know, alter we know, everything we know. Those are all things we know. Today we are learning very important point that is called where clause. So what is the purpose of where clause? Why we are going to use where clause in SQL? This is very simple. So you want to display all the columns and all the rows information, we are going to use star. Star is going to represent all the columns, and if you run this statement, whatever data it is available in your table, all that information is going to show. That is the information it is going to show. All that information you can see in the table. Okay, now, so you are the business owner. You are running some business, you are running some organization. You don't want to see every time all the data, and you don't want to analyze on entire data which is available in the table. Now you decided like you want to see only particular information from the table. You don't want to see all the information from the table. So you want to see particular information from the table at that time. So particular condition based information. So you want to see only the person name is King. You want to see only the King information. You don't want all others information. So here we have 1 lakh records or 2 lakhs or 15 records, whatever it is. Always you have to think your table is bigger size. Even it is a 15 records, assume it is having 1 lakh records in the table. So it's difficult to search out of 1 lakh records where is King present. So that is the question, right? You want to see only that particular information from the table. That is one of the question. So is it valid question or not? Yes or no? Just feel free to type in chat window so that I feel very happy. So what is the you want to see the information, whoever, what is the name of that employee is king. And also, just I'm going to give more questions. You have, your mind should think like that. You have to frame more questions. We don't want answer. Just framing question is very, very important. Writing answer is very easy. If you understand the concept, by default, your hands automatically type what is required. First, understand the requirement. What exactly purpose we are doing, or why we are here. That is very, very important point. Now, you want to find the employees who is working in 10th department only. So we have total how many departments in your table, in your organization?
3.
So we have total how many departments here? Total 10 is there, 20 is there, 30 is there. 3 type of departments is there. So I don't want to see all the information every time. Just you want to see the information like you want to display only the 10th department information. So what is the 10th department? How many records are there from 10th department? So is the person is eligible to get in final output? Seven eight three nine and 7782. And who is the other information? Who is the other lucky guy? This guy. So if you, this is the information you only wanted to see. I don't want all other information which is not required. So you want to see the particular condition based data, means you want to get the 10th department information, or you want to see 20th department information only, or you want to see both 20 and 30 departments information. So only this particular data you want to see in the table. At that time, we are going to use this particular data. So how to use, how to retrieve the data, how we are going to use that information. Okay, so you are clear, right? This is one question. If you write something, only this set of information is going to display. Why you want to get only this information? That is belongs to particular condition based data. So, and there is another question. I want to display the employee information who is working as an analyst. Who is working as an analyst, you want to display the data. Who are all eligible to display as an analyst? That information only we can get it. Who are all the analysts in your organization? Only 2 employees. These 2 employees are analysts, right? So if you want to see analysts, only these 2 employee information it should display in your final screen. So this is all why you want analyst, why you want 10th report. These are all the questions someone asks suddenly. I am not asking. Suddenly someone asks you why this. Give me. You are ready to. You are in a position to give that. Suddenly someone asks you anything. It's not they only ask what I am telling. Your mind should think like whatever they are asking, you are in a position to give it to them through our knowledge. That is very, very important point. That's what we are trying to understand here. So another important question. So there is a hire date, right? So what are the different years hire date happened? 1981 and 1987 and 1980 as well as 1982. There are different years this hire date is going to happen. So you want to know whoever hired on 1981 only. So your company wanted to analyze the data. Who are all the employees hired in my organization in 1981? So who are all the records eligible to get that? So he is the person 1, person 2, and this guy 3, irrespective of month and date. So, and this person, and these 2 persons as well. So this is the information is related to hiring 1981. So that information you can display. So these are all the different questions you guys need to answer in by next class. That is what my expectation. So these are all the different information you guys need to get through the where clause. So this is what the where clause we are talking about. Where clause is used to filter the data. So this is the conditional statements we are going to use. So where clause, how we are going to use where clause? Like we have different operators like arithmetic operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. So by next class, you guys should understand, should go through this document. So these are all the simple mathematics, nothing is there. You got some idea about where clause and you got some scenarios. So you guys need to go through all these points by next class. You should come up with your understanding, and then I'm going to give some questions on the where clause. We'll try to understand each and every one. So these are all the very simple points with examples also they provided, and you need to work out on our table. So what is the purpose of one class? What is the purpose of our class? These are all the mathematics. This is not anything. So just go through all these points, try to read on your own, and we'll try to understand how we are going to use these points in the where class. In next class, we'll discuss about all these points. So but I'm going to give the questions on using all these operators, but you need to solve those questions. You have to study. I'm going to give assignment, and we'll try to understand how we are going to use. The purpose of where clause is simple to display the information which is having the filter records. If you want to filter the data, how you want to filter the data. So there is another question I'm going to give. So you want to display the employees whose name starts with yes. You want to find only the employees whose name starts with yes. Is it valid question or not? You want to display the employee name whose name end with K. Whoever their name is end with K, you want to display. And another question, you want to display the employee names whose name contains K. Starts with yes, ends with yes, and contains yes. These are all different questions. Maybe someone need that requirement. So this is also valid question, right? So we are in a position to answer these kind of all questions using the where clause. That is very important point. So anyone having any questions understanding this requirement? So what are the different questions we are thinking? So what is the purpose of where clause? So we are going to use these things in the where clause. How we are going to use? So we have all the exercises mentioned in the document. You need to go through all those examples, and next class I'm going to discuss once you go through those document, and I will give you some scenarios on where clause. We'll try to understand how to apply logic on whatever we learned on those questions. Next class I'm going to give assignment on the where clause. In the same way, I will give you 5 questions in the next class, so you can try to solve and will understand the concept. Now we'll try to understand the questions on yesterday's class. Who will explain first question? So what is the purpose of first question? Who will explain the answer of first question? So they can share answer in the chat window and they can explain. I can copy same thing here and they can explain. I will give to everyone. Everybody should, one person should explain for each question. Different people, not same person. So type your answer in chat window and try to explain. So quickly, don't waste everyone's time. So take it as an initiative. Don't hesitate to talk in the public. It's a very good opportunity. Everyone should share your knowledge. Even it's wrong, nothing to worry. At least you are talking and trying is very important. So if you are trying even with the wrong answer, that is also fine. Sitting idle is, it's not the right way to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Suresh.
Anybody want to?
Yeah, Suresh.
Yeah, please share your answer.
First question.
You want to share
Hello?
your answer in
You
chat
need
window? I
answer?
can copy same thing here.
Do you need answer or just to understand the question?
Yeah, just share the answer as well. I can copy here and then you can explain your answer. Why you are writing logic like that. So anyone else wanted to share anything? Is anyone is fine. I'm trying to help everyone to communicate. Why? Because you can improve your confidence level. You can improve your, so all the knowledge what we're gaining, it is going to help for our job interviews. And the way you are communicating, the way you are talking, it is going to help your confidence. That's the reason I'm asking everyone. Even if it is wrong, also fine. Trying is very important. That's the reason I'm motivating everyone here. If you utilize this platform, definitely is going to help you a lot. If you are not able to utilize, so that's up to you. So there's no force. Yeah. So yeah, you are going to share your answer, Raghavendra. So which question it is, Jivan? Yes, I got. I'm copying the same your answer here. Let's try to. This is the
I
answer.
am
Yeah.
typing
Can
from
you
the
explain,
mobile. That's
Raghavendra,
fine.
why you are writing this? Yeah, please.
Yeah, we are creating that table and table name. We need the duplicate data from the existing table already is there, right? We have EMP table. So we are taking just the data from that EMP table.
Correct. Yeah. So what is the question here is creating the employee table, creating a new table in your database with the name called duplicate underscore employee. This is the table name you are going to create. The table data, it is going to take from the existing table. So it is going to take from the existing employee table. So answer is, so you are going to take the existing employee table data. How we are going to get the existing employee table data? This is the command. It is going to give us both employee table with the metadata as well as data. So this is the syntax for creating new table, right? Create table, table name as creating the new table, and that data, whatever output of this data it is taking into the new table logic. So that is the reason we are using in between as command. So we no need to write separate syntax like creating table names, column names, data types, and inserting all the data. It's not like that. Simply we are going to select all the data from the existing table. We're just dumping the data to table into the new table, whatever we created, so that we can able to get that information. This is clear. Yeah, good. Thank you, Raghavendra. Next question. So what is the next question? Who is going to share? So quickly. So yeah, Dilip, share. Just let me copy your answer here. Okay. Yeah. Can you explain this, Dilip? Why you are writing like this?
create the one of the table duplicate column, and whatever we want columns, we will select that columns and
yes, correct. That's good. So what is the question here? Creating new table with duplicate column name. This is the table name called dupe columns. So that table should contain the employee number and employee name, salary and department number. So the new table what you are trying to create having only the few columns information like employee number, employee name, salary and department number information, and that is going to create in the new table. So how to get only these columns? You are going to create what are the columns you want? Employee number, e-name. So you should select the correct columns from the table. So what is the name? Second column is e-name, comma. What is another column? Salary and comma department number. So here we need to give the table name also, right? From
table
which
name, employee table.
Which table name also we need to give. So this statement, what is the output of this statement? It is going to give the data for only this set of columns information. This particular data we are dumping into the new table, like how we did in the above. In the same way, we are going to dump and process the data. So that is creating the tables with the duplicate column names. Is it clear, right? Yes, this is the syntax we can use. And next, third question. Who is going to tell third question? Yeah, so let me, Sai, I'm copying your answer here. I'm pasting. Yes, Sai, you can proceed while you are writing like this.
I use the where statement for false statement so that the data can't copy in the actual table.
Okay. So why we are using this statement in the where clause?
I use a false statement.
What can you explain? Yeah, what is the purpose of writing 1 greater than 2?
It will check the statement whether it is true or false. If the statement is false, then the data can't enter into the dupe.data table.
Okay. Data, it won't come to the final table. So, okay. Yeah, good. Thank you. So basically what we are trying to do here, we are trying to copy only the metadata information. So that means table, we need to create the new table. That table contains only the empty data information. The table contains only the empty data information at that time. So what is the output of select star from EM? So this particular statement, it is going to give the complete information. Just now we discussed about where clause. So what we are going to do in where clause? We are going to give the condition where. So let's say DEPT number is equal to, I can give 100. So what it is going to display, where clause is going to display the information from employee table. Whoever getting the records belongs to 100. Yes or no? So what is the output of this statement? Let's try to run this statement. Run. See, empty data. So why it is giving empty data? We know there is no employees belongs to 100 department. That's the reason it is showing the empty information. So that's the reason it is showing the empty information, like employee number, employee name, salary, department number. This is the number. So we don't know always, we can't check the data. Sometimes we have under department number, and sometimes. So what we are trying to do, this where condition should not give any data. At that time we can able to get the empty table information. So that is the reason either you can give the false condition here, like data should not fetch. So we can use any condition like 1 is equal to 2. So what is the meaning of 1 is equal to 2? 1 is equal to 2 always false. Correct, right? So always this statement is going to become false, and whatever information you are trying to display, so it is going to display the empty records. Correct, right? So not only 1 is equal to 2. So we can give the Suresh is equal to Ramesh. So this two is same, Suresh and Ramesh? No, always it is a false. So what is the output we are going to get here? Till here you can run, check. It is going to display empty. So why? Because whenever you give the Suresh is equal to Ramesh, or you can say the Suresh is equal to Suresh. Suresh is equal to Suresh, always true, right? Now just it is going to run it. So see, now we are getting data. Why? Because it is having the records which is saving. This condition is true. So that's the reason all the data is going to display. Whenever you try to display the records in the false condition, so at that time we can use the false condition like this. So we can use, so select star from table where, so this Vikrant is equal to Suresh means this is a false condition. So that's the reason you don't get any data at the output, just it is going to display as a empty data. So that is this information, this empty data information is going to load into the new table. And what is the information it is going to get? It is going to get the information like this, creating new table, data having only metadata information, means only the table information is going to display into the final table, what table you are going to create. Is it clear? Any doubts here? Any confusion? So next question. So what is the next question? This is the update statement. What is the purpose of using update command? Which is going to update data in the actual tables, which is going to help us to update data in the actual tables. At that time we are going to use update statement. So who will answer this question? Who will explain this question? So what is the information? We are going to update the data of the employees, whoever having the salary. It is, we are going to update salary with the 5,000. Whoever getting salary is the none.
None.
So let's copy this. Now Jeevan provided this particular statement. Let him explain. Yeah, explain Jeevan why it is, how it is going to work.
Update EMB table salary with 5,000. Who is commission is null. EMB table who is null values null. All salary is updated. All names who is null is updated.
So why you are using filter condition where here? Just now we discussed about where clause. So you want to get the information, whoever getting the commission is null. So how to get the commission is null? Select star from EM. So if you write like this, entire information is going to get. Where clause, you want to restrict the only the employees who is getting null. So at the time, where commission, what is the column name? COMM. Commission null. So whenever you are trying to filter the null values, we are going to use is null option. Okay. Now just try to display the data. See, out of 15 records in my table having only the 11 records having all the commission is null. Is it correct or not? All the 11 records getting null. So you are going to update the data only this particular 11 records. So that is the reason they are using the where clause as where commission is null. Okay. So what is the syntax for writing update? Update table name set salary is equal to 5,000. So like this, we have 20 commands. So if you are able to understand 20, then that's all. You know, each and every command having its own syntax. If you are able to understand these syntaxes, then that's it. So we are almost done to understand, solve anything in your SQL. Okay. Now that is the way we are going to update the employees. So what is the command? It is going to update the data. So update is used to, it is going to change the data in the actual table. It is going to do changes in the actual table. It's not only used to for the display purpose. Now all the data got updated with the 5,000, whatever we are going to do. Now, next question, last question. So last question, what is the question and who will give answer for this? So now, yeah, Mukunda shared answer. Let her try to explain why how it is going to help. Can you answer how it is going to help, Mukunda?
Yes, in this question we have to change the column name from salary to salary information. So we are using alter command and we are giving the new column name to the salary.
Okay. So what we are trying to do, we are changing the column name. We are changing the column name of the table. So that means, so what is the column name? Earlier your table name is salary and you are going to change that column name with the salary information. So it is going to change the metadata information. Now, so what is the data here we have in the table? Select star from here. So what is the column name? Salary. Now what we are trying to do, we are trying to change the column name, change the metadata information. For that, alter table name, renaming the column name, rename the column what it is earlier, salary. We are going to change the column name with the salary information. Let's try to run this statement. So statement executed successfully, and now select the data, select star from EMP. Okay, now see the column name got changed or not. So earlier the column name is salary, now it got affected changes with the column name metadata information as well. So if you are using update statement, it is going to update the actual data. If you are using alter statement, it is going to affect on the column names of the table. This is very simple exercises, and also we have answers available in our website. So please register in our website so that we can able to see all the answers, whatever answers we are having. And also, so we can, so tomorrow we don't have class, so that we can try to brush up all the knowledge whatever we discuss here. By Monday everybody should have at least basic knowledge on what is where class, all these gaps, creating the tables, inserting the data, and all this information everybody should get idea. So all that information everybody should get idea. And also we have our, so try to, so we have more videos placed here. So try to subscribe this page like CloudHill, Snowflake, CloudHill Learning, so that you can get few more interview questions and all the information we are going to upload here. Please be connected with this page as well. You can see more information, all the whatever discussion is going to happen, we can go through. And also you can go through this video, you'll get a lot of information like, so what is the best job market in for freshers or experienced people, how the opportunities are coming, which technologies you want to focus, all that information is going to place here. So you'll get all entire information, what is happening in the industry, what changes is going on, So this is very general information. Everybody get idea. So try to register and try to subscribe this. You'll get more information. Okay. Thanks everyone. So for any questions, feel free to communicate and message me. I will answer all your questions. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. See you on Monday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.